Welcome back for another most special, most yummy update. Bitcoin on the weekly, still holding above its 21 EMA. I guess we're in the positive momentum part, but we still need the next few months to play out, don't we all, friends? Check this out. Do you remember Gareth Soloway, friends? Gareth Soloway, man. He was like one of the biggest bears of crypto. Kept going for everything to go down, go down, go down. Now, Gareth sells, like, you know, he hustles some courses and stuff out here. You can do what you want. I would not. Personally, I just would stay far away from that. Just want to remind you what happened, okay? This is like, he really made himself public enemy number one in Bitcoin Crown. Because what happened was, friends, he kept calling for shorts here. No one remembered. Then he like kept calling, when we pretty much did the double top here, he just kept calling for shorts. We're going to go down. We're going to go down. We're going to go down. So he built up a very big following base. He was on Crypto Banter. Everyone was like, wow, did you know? And come down. He's like, look, man, I've been in markets. I'm a professional. I know everything. There's markets, man. There's structure. It's easy. I teach this method out here, right? And then what ends up happening is, literally, if I bring it out here, friends, I'll never forget this, okay? I mean, Gareth Solo Gay was as gay as you can get when it comes to being gay for the bears with a bear. Right? He was as bearish as you could be. He's calling for like, we're going to go down and down and down and down. And here I am. No one's listening to me, which is fair enough. But like, no one's listening to me. I'm like, man, you can't trust these guys. They're always going to be bearish. Always. And then I ended up digging into his results and stuff. And I was like, dude, the guy's missed out on all of crypto. He doesn't get long anything. So what ends up happening, friends, is, you know what happens next, okay? We start going up. Do you know every single step of the way, he goes, we're going to crash. We're going to crash. We're going to crash. And I think what actually killed him was when we went up here to 42K, he started DCA shorting, which made no sense because when I see his trading style, he draws like these big trend lines and he's like, oh, we're like below the trend line. Oh no, we're below the trend line. So like, okay, you got to like, how do you DCA short when you're trading that style? I did, just because then you realize, oh, I just kept shorting and shorting and shorting. And then there was something that really took it to overdrive as well. I'll just type in Gareth Solo Gay trading courses out here. Yeah, man, I think they're expensive. 10 grand. Wow. Nah, bro. Save your money, dude. Costs 10 grand. $10,000 for this. No way. You guys pay this stuff? Pfft. Jesus, man. You guys got 10 grand to blow on that? Dude, you're literally looking at spot altcoins. Man, that's, my gosh, man. Well, each to their own. But yeah, his channel blew up and everything blew up. Now, this is the kick. This is where I went a step too far. People asked him for his win rate. And he started advertising it. He went on Crypto Banter and his win rate, he said it was 97%. I was like, oh gosh, no way. Now, whoa. Like, now you just know fraud, man. Fraud. Like, when you're trading with a win rate that high, your losses are enormous, which might explain how his real win rate. But it's interesting. You know, as soon as he started talking about that win rate, his 97% win rate, it was literally up only, and he just kept losing. He was talking to everyone about his 97% win rate here, and then just went up only from that point. Whenever he came out and made these calls. And so there's a video of him here. He's shorting 103K BTC.
We have right now. I did take a starter toe in the water position short on Friday, right in this area, right down here. So I'm kind of watching this very closely. But the scenarios would be a pullback, and then this becomes support, or a continued rally up into resistance at 113, 112 to 113. Essentially, if we get to 112, 113, I add to my short position. That should be a huge level of rejection.
Yeah, so friends, that's it. When you're in trading's lifestyle, that's the type of the stuff you're looking at. You know, you're looking at these chart patterns, and then like yeah, man, you know the types of people attracted to that. It's always like, you know, hello, it's like the UK pommy kid with, they've also got a fade haircut. They're like impressed by Rolexes and Bugattis, and they want to trade on a laptop. That type of stuff. You're very susceptible. If you're that type of guy, you are extremely impressionable and susceptible to giving your money to the wrong people. Like, it's just, my gosh. But you know how you laugh about pump fund dumping on like hotel cuck chair people? You're the hotel cuck chair kid sitting in the hotel cuck chair, and the sharks out here providing this stuff here because they know what you want to see. Make $300 per day, or just do this. This simple strategy works. Just do this, and here's my calls, right? Then you start to learn about the game. You need this esoteric edge to come out here. Everyone's got to find their own style. And before you know it, like, oh, it's going to take a while. Like, oh, how long? Oh, it could take about 3 years. Oh, like a whole freaking crypto cycle when you could have just been working your job, DCA, buying a crap load and playing the whole cycle, and then you literally crushed them. So that's the ultimate conclusion you'll get to. So I wanted to show you that, friends, now because it's interesting. During the bear market, everyone wants to come be a trader. It's funny. As soon as anybody wants to be a trader, that's the time to go all in on BTC, which is funny. Might repeat again. I'm going to show you some other news, friends. Ansoy. So Ansoy right here, he's quoting US judge dismissing SEC lawsuit for Hex and Richard Hart. Okay, now Ansoy, remember, he's got 750,000 followers. Remember, Ansoy got popular, mega popular. So first it was popular, he was friends with Kobe and stuff, but he got mega popular because he was bullish on Soylana, and Soylana's price started going up. Yeah. So if you're ever curious, that's what happens. Like when it comes to these, you just need one coin to go up. That's what. If PulseChain did a monstrously high rise like that, all the PulseChain KOLs, everyone like me who's just covering it, will just like literally just all these people come and swarm in, and they actually follow the price, which is quite funny to see when you look at the SOL BTC ratio, because as he was getting popular, you should have been selling. Because like his first wave up here, but then when you hit like turbo nuclear popularity, look at that. This whole thing was distribution. Distribute, and it's come back down. Now, obviously, I hope everything goes up. I hope SOL BTC goes up. It's just a higher low. But yeah, just showing you, right, how it all works. So it's not like people come in and then the price goes up. No. As the price is going up, people are coming in. As the price goes down, people leave. And yeah, with Ansoy, he was replying to this other dude named Credible Guy. Internet capital markets, where somehow startups are prepared to spend 150% of their revenue on legal fees to be associated with the token. So that's like the new thing we're seeing now, this thing called internet capital markets. You're going to see that word very clearly, friends. I think like Crypto Banter, their whole latest episode is just literally, you could tell it's just one full 40-minute advertisement for this thing. Crypto's most exciting narrative.
If you like a certain idea.
Yeah, so, wow, man, they must have paid big money to get a 44-minute sponsorship video just straight. Maybe they paid them a lot of tokens and stuff out here, but fans, it's dog shit, useless ICO stuff all over again. ICOs are in third cycle. They're repackaging ICOs now. Now you do an ICO, but it's literally pump fund meme coins, but you launch with a project now. Instead of doing the pump fund bonding curve for a meme coin JPEG, now you're doing it for a company. They're like, oh, we already earn money and we already do this or we already do that. But it's still meme coins. You're still trading stuff, speculating that it will grow in the future. But how much money does XRP generate? Zero. Didn't stop the coin from going up. So as a meme coin, it succeeded. But yeah, we can go through literally 20 protocols that were earning great profits in 2021, all of them zeroed out. So we're earning profits and then it changes, right? And there's everyone's launching like a launch pad now. So like I said, man, it's kind of funny, man. The problem in crypto is not how do we sell tokens to more people to dump on and grift. That's not the problem in crypto, right? We don't have a problem with creating tokens. We have a problem with demand. That's what we have a problem with. We need people demand. How do we make demand? Oh no, let's make a great wallet. Let's make a great unified wallet, fast, seamless, supports multiple chains, an easy way people can send you a link in the wallet to another friend who can like buy that token. That's like helps, helps normies out. Also, maybe the gaming industry can come in because maybe gaming companies find ways to basically solidify themselves in crypto because they might be not correlated to the business cycle. So there'll be like an underlying base, but it's tough because people change games a lot. Okay, you're just creating like different idiosyncratic, risks. You see what I mean? Like putting ideas like that. Also, stable coins is a big one. Let's get stable coins in. People just want to earn basic yield. You see, that's pushing forward the crypto industry. These whole let's dump a lot of dog shit on everybody out here, then they can trade the meme coin speculation stuff. It's all going to end the same way. And by the way, look, friends, honestly, like it's a bull market, so we're going to play some PUBG music, but the thing as well, friends, when it comes to these, and yes, I am wearing this cute little jello ring. When it comes to that, like there's just too many coins. We all know it. There's way too many freaking coins, bro. There's literally 18 have appeared this week, but I don't know what to look at. There's too many. There's no filters. In the stock market, there's database filters. You filter the company like, oh, I want a market cap less than 100 million. Okay, you can do that in crypto. But then it's like, okay, I don't want their debt to equity to be higher than like 0.5 or 1.0. So that removes another 90% of company. You know what I mean? You don't have any of that here. You can't do any of these filters and searching stuff out here. Where, I want them to at least, have had profits in their quarters or whatever to do stuff. So in crypto, it's just, we sort by like how old the coin is, which is like, that's why crypto breaks all the paradigms. It's like, I just want to join something that's new. Like, bro, that has nothing to do with any, but creating crypto, being new means you're fundamentally juicy. Yeah, it's just crazy how it works. Also, on the topic of Ansoy, he probably investigated the cult community and concluded it will do fine, referring to Richard Hart and PulseChain. However, he is a Soylana tech enjoyer. So a lot of people say, oh, come check out the PulseChain tech. Guys, Ansoy thinks Ethereum is never going above $5,000 this cycle. He thinks it's never ever going to make a new high. He actually said that. He thinks the Ethereum technology is dog shit. EVM's garbage. That's why he went in Soylana. And that's why everyone's hailed him as like the next, Jesus and stuff. But I was just, man, someone's tech was going to get chosen, man. Someone. It was kind of funny, fans. I felt stupid for a bit because I'm like, you know what? I knew Soylana was contrarian, but like, am I missing something? When I hear about everybody saying, it was so obvious Soylana was going to come around, the community was there. I looked at it. I'm like, bro, that's exactly just PulseChain stuff. It's literally just like everything else. I'm not joking. It was literally like everything else. But they have a different tech thing, Okay, but your tech thing was chosen. What about the other chains with other tech? They just weren't chosen. Someone's going to get chosen, So once again, people will confuse brains for a bull market. And see, these people will make a following. This actually, I haven't learned from this now. There are people now still popular on crypto Twitter because they got something right in 2013 and they got something right in 2017 or they got something right in 2021. They didn't get all of them right. I just got one of them right. Yeah, and then they suck after that. They're not as flary with their edge, completely gone. But they're just popular because they've been around the furniture. So that is your insight into next cycle. In 2028, 2029, people who are like doing amazing things in this one, no edge in the next one. Pretty much no, forget it. Okay, but they'll be popular still enough, but still will have no edge. It'll be into something new. I mean, case in point, for example, friends, look at the Daily Gwei. I'll give you an example. The Daily Gwei, so Anthony Sassel.
But if you want to keep track of this yourself, you can go to gas limit.
See, Anthony Sassel, friend. So Sassel out here in the bottom left, right? Sassel's, he was writing about DeFi in 2019. He was writing Medium articles. Yeah, and he's hanging around in Telegrams and stuff out here. So he got like DeFi right and Ethereum right with Bankless. Yeah, and then Bankless adopt him like once a while, starts coming in and starts doing his updates. Like, wow, we got the DeFi thing. And then their popularity all shoot up, yeah? How useful has it been since 2022? Exactly. Where's Ethereum? DeFi poop. They're holding on to layer 2's narratives. And now everyone's like, oh, we're going to have to change the layer 2 stuff. They actually did vulture us. You see what I mean? They're still smart. They still got that thing right in the past. Are they right now? No. But they could, it's not even about right or wrong. Like, they just hold long enough, they're right. But how do you feel about them? What I'm asking you. Do you feel like you want to go to them and say, what's your opinion on the next thing? You're like, oh, Ethereum's been going down for the past 2 years. So clearly you're not in tune. See what the average person is thinking? Well, it's going to be like that again. And then, it's a tough skill, friends. It's mostly it is luck. So even after seeing that, isn't that great, friends? I've given you a bit of insight into trading stuff. And remember, friends, I was a day trader, man. I still think about, man, should I trade? Should I do swing trading stuff? But like, you have to remove a lot of things out here if you really want to do well. And then opportunity cost. Like you always got to think about this, man. Where is the retail emotional money coming in? Are they signing up to leverage exchanges like they used to in 2017 and 2020? No, they're not. They're coming to buy spot altcoins because they freaking rip to the moon. And people share screenshot P&Ls. Yeah, that's what they're doing. So that's all you know we're in the right place, you know. So I've shared with you that as well. But also showing you it's tough, right? Covered Ansoy, thinking about, you know, Soylana and the tech stuff out here. And Soylana's ran for a very, very, very long time. And also, a quick update as well. This is a SOL-ETH ratio. It will be interesting, man, if this flips red. Because it flipped red the first time and it actually came back. Donald Trump came back and shot this up through. And here it is. Right? And a lot of people are still super confident in all of these. But, you know, we'll see. But then you have something like this. This guy bought, look, Bitcoin whale. This whale bought 300 Bitcoin for $134,000 11 years ago. He just sold them for $31 million today. So 11 years ago, 2014, friends, I think Bitcoin was, so he made, what was that? He made a 300x. So he bought Bitcoin like 330 bucks. Can we just tell you something as well? When you see that, do you understand how much of a nutcase you are to insert $130,000 into internet Ponzi money? This is what it looked like, man. This is what the whole freaking, it was literally dead. He bought it at 330. Here you go, around here. Funny. He bought it around there. And guess what? He puts 130 grand and then it freaking drops down another 48%. Oh man, it's internet Ponzi money. This is the Mt. Gox Ponzi cycle. Wild. You know, and some people are saying, oh, like, what a silly withy. Like, how could you be selling now? You know, just some people just hit a point in time, man. You just, you know, they just hit a point in time. They're like, I'm done. But, you know, where's your trading on that as well? One thesis, literally one. But yeah, like finding the thesis and then borrowing other people's conviction, totally different things. Because you're like, oh, well, Sammy, what about the next 11 years? We ain't getting that return. I know, but that's why we take on more risk. Yeah. What people don't know about, they don't know about stuff like PulseChain. They don't know about, firstly, they hate Ethereum, which is amazing. They know about Ethereum and they hate it. That's good. And then the slingshot leverage on Ethereum, which they don't know about, which is hard to get to, like it just ticks everything up, right? All the coins are going to go up, okay? But which ones could change your life? You know, like you know, Chainlink and Petodot and Pui from here, they're not changing your life, man. You know, what are you going to get, 3 to a 10x, right, return? These things could do the gargantuan unicorn moonshot. They could. But we don't know. And then you want the cult within the cult for even more risk-savvy people. Risk appetite. You have PDI. You know, so that's everything in a nutshell, right? And you only win if you play the whole cycle. So all the PulseChain price is down 6, 7, 10%, moving along out here. It's very, very volatile. The buy and burn's pretty much going to crank up as well. Very nice to see PulseX's buy and burn 7.12%. Yeah, that's all we have to do, friends. Just let Ma Y continue, finish off green, and then we move into Junie. Like, subscribe, Billy Button, or catch you soon.